welcome back to my channel. You're probably thinking, who the hell is she, where has she come from, where has she been? So as you can tell by the title, this tutorial slash video, I'm not really going to call it a tutorial because it's not a tutorial. I'm not showing you how I do my makeup or anything like that. Today I'm just going to fill you in what's been happening in my life and why I've been like MIA on YouTube for so long. There has been a number of things. One of them you're actually looking at right now. It's my room. As you can see, it's completely changed. If you look back in my previous videos, you can see that there was like a bed behind me, and the wall that is behind me now, it was just covered in like little twinkly lights. But now, as you can see, I've got like a normal wallpaper. I just wanted to change it up, and I just really wanted to make it look a lot more homey and make it look like, you know, it was just my personality showing through at the camera. So yeah, my mum and dad actually done my room for me. I did buy the things that was in it, like let me just move out to the screen a little bit. So these are from IKEA. I'm sure you've seen them in a bunch of other tutorials that you watch on YouTube, like the, I think they're called the Alexis, I don't know, makeup drawers. So yeah, I've got all my makeup in these. I've got two. Then over there I've got my ring light that I used to use ages ago in my tutorials, which is also from IKEA. And then like I've just got a few other bits and bobs. The wallpaper is actually glittery, but you can't actually tell on camera. Another update is, you've probably already seen on Instagram and on my beauty page, I've had a tattoo. I had that for my 21st. My mum actually brought it me for my 21st. I'm sorry if the light keeps going really weird. I don't know what's going on. I think it's this camera kind of still adjusting to it. Anyway, getting down to the nitty gritty now, why I have actually been MIA on YouTube lately, and one of the probably main reasons why. So obviously my room was a big part why I wasn't doing YouTube tutorials, just because I wanted to get it in order for you guys, and I wanted to make it look presentable. Like, I think it's getting there at the moment. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think of the new background down in the comment section below. But besides the room, I don't know if you guys know, but if you follow me on Instagram, I don't actually use my beauty account on Facebook anymore, just because I'm more active on Instagram, also more active on Snapchat. You'll notice that I haven't been putting any photos up of me and Dean anymore, and the majority of the photos have gone of me and Dean, apart from the ones where I've done tutorials with him. So cut a long story short, me and Dean actually broke up back in, how long was it now, end of April. So yeah, just after my 21st birthday, we probably split up about 2 weeks after that. Long story, I don't really want to bring everything up, but I feel like I owe you guys like an explanation. So I am going to tell you I'm going to tell you my version. People always say there's two versions to a breakup, so I'll just tell you guys my version. So obviously, as you know, Dean was living here with me, hence why the room wasn't really looking really that good on camera, if that makes sense. I was never happy with it anyway, so obviously this is more of me, like the background and everything. So yeah, as you know, Dean was living with me. His family kicked him out. They didn't really like me. We didn't get on. I always tried with them, etc, etc. I'm sure many of you guys, or at least one of you that are watching this, don't get on with your boyfriend's family, or didn't get on with your ex-boyfriend's family. They just didn't accept you into the family. I'm sure at least one of you understand like how it is and how it feels when you're not accepted by your partner's family or anything like that. He was kicked out, so me and my family took him in. So he started living here when I was 19. Yes, when I was 19. So he was living with us for nearly 2 years. So he moved in around Christmas, so it would have been 2 years coming this Christmas that he was living with us. So I think not last year, last December, I just started feeling a little bit distant towards Dean, if I'm honest, and I didn't really know how I felt, and I didn't know if it was because we was always basically living in each other's pockets. You know, I was going to work, I was waking up with him, going to work, coming back from work and he was here, or I was staying up late waiting for him to come back from work, doing his tea, things like that. And to be honest, it was just getting a bit much. I don't really want to say that we was like a married couple, because I know most married couples, you know, aren't like that, but if I would use it as an example, that's how it was. You know, we were practically living together, and to be honest, I think it just got a bit much for me at my age. So I think it was starting to dwell on me, and I just wasn't feeling the relationship anymore. So we had a chat and we decided that he should move out. So come the end of March, beginning of April this year, he actually found a flat and he moved out. So I was like, you know, this, everything's gonna be fine, we're gonna be together, blah blah. Everything wasn't fine, not at all. And you're probably actually sitting there thinking, why is she not upset? To be honest, it was like quite a while ago now, you know, it was nearly the end of April. I have moved on and it was for the better. But yeah, anyway, so he moved out and things still wasn't getting better. I felt like since he moved out I was trying more, so I just left into it a bit, like, you know, I didn't say anything, and then it just got a bit of a routine where neither of us was really bothered talking to each other over text message. It just, there was no chemistry between us at all. So I sat down and had a chat with him and we both realised, yeah, okay, it's not really working, like, you know, we both need to try. So we was both trying even more, and then things kind of got back on track, and then everything switched just like in the click of the fingers. Nothing was working again, and I was just like, I was really messed up in the head. It was making me really, really down. I was going to work, you know, I was crying at work, I was stressing about it. I just wasn't myself because I knew that the relationship wasn't right for me, and I knew that I wasn't happy myself. So I decided on my own that maybe a break would be a very good idea. Now, I know breaks don't work for some people. I thought it would work for me and Dean. Being where we are now, obviously didn't work. But yeah, I thought, you know, let's have a break, let's see if our feelings get stronger, see if we miss each other, blah blah. So I went round his, and then we had a chat about having a break. Obviously we were like really, really upset. I was crying, he was crying, and I thought, you know what, this is like a really, really good sign, because, like, you know, we're both upset, so that means, you know, that we still love each other and that we want to be with each other. So yeah, the next day, obviously we agreed to having a break, so the next day we didn't actually speak to each other for part of the day. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky, so I'm trying to explain everything as possible and slowly so you understand. So the next day we didn't speak to each other for part of the day, and then I'd say towards the evening we started texting each other, and we just couldn't stop texting each other. You know, it was just like a normality to us. So we was like, you know what, let's just ditch this break, let's just start from fresh, things like that, which we did. And then we was okay for a bit, like, you know, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks went past and we was okay, and then he just seemed to drift. Like, literally, it was like someone getting into the ocean and you can just see them drifting away. That's what it was like with Dean. So that was really hard for me, because I felt like, you know, I realised when I did have the break that maybe there was something there and that we still loved each other. So obviously when we come off the break, I can't even call it a break because it wasn't, but when we come off it, like, you know, I was trying like really, really hard to make the relationship work, and I just felt like I wasn't getting anything from him, like literally ziltro, nothing from him whatsoever. And it was still making me like really, really miserable. I was crying at home, you know, it was just, it's just horrible. Like, I'm sure most of you guys have been there, how it makes you feel and everything like that, and it's just not a nice feeling. So I was feeling like, you know, a bit crappy, and then I was like, oh my god, it's my birthday in 2 weeks time. We was all going to Liverpool to celebrate my 21st, like with my family, and then with my sister's partner and his like sister and her husband, things like that. There was like quite a lot of us, and I was like, oh my god, this is not gonna end well. You know, it's my 21st birthday, I'm meant to be enjoying this part of my life, and I just wasn't. I was feeling like really, really miserable, and I wasn't looking forward going to Liverpool to celebrate my 21st. He didn't mention anything about my 21st whatsoever, so I had to ask him if he was still coming, and to be honest, I knew that he wasn't really interested in me or the relationship anymore because he hadn't actually got me anything for my 21st birthday. All I think he got me was the little things anyway that you get someone just as a little treat or a little gift, like, you know, when it's not their birthday. So that really hurt me, to be honest, because it wasn't the fact that that the gifts wasn't that good, it was the fact that we were still together and he didn't really put any effort in, and he wasn't mentioning anything about my 21st or anything whatsoever. But cut a long story short, he did still come to Liverpool with me. We shared a room, and it was a very bad idea, let's just say that. So we got back home, and then probably 2 weeks after getting back home, I just realised that enough is enough, you know, it's got to stop somewhere, it can't keep carrying on. So I went round his and I just was like, you know, we need to have a chat about things. You know, I wasn't actually going around his to split up. I was actually going around to see if we could do anything to help the relationship, or, like, you know, to find out how he felt. But to be honest, I just felt like he just wanted the relationship to end. So it did. It ended. So I left it a bit. Now this is where the scary part is. Obviously, you guys that are watching now, you've been through a breakup sometime in your life. So I'd say like about 2 to 4 days after we broke up, we were still kind of texting, and I really missed him. So I went round his and I wanted to try, and basically I went round there looking like a complete idiot. I'm sure you girls have done this, or lads if you're watching, when you go around someone and you're trying to make them realise that, you know, that you want to get back with them, that you still love them and everything. The guy didn't even invite me into his flat. He did not invite me into his flat. I had to invite myself. How stupid of me. I've come to realise now the only reason I went around there is because I was scared of being alone. Now that is really scary. The thought of being alone after you've been with someone nearly 5 years like me, you know, because me and Dean was together since I was 16, so that's a big chunk of my life, and that was really hard to deal with. I was in a bad place. I'm not really ashamed to say any of this because it's the truth, and I only want to tell you guys the truth. So I was in a bad way. I had no inspiration, I had nothing in me to do a YouTube video and actually edit it or anything. It wouldn't have been me. It would have been sloppy, it would have been horrible. And then I was like, maybe I should just do a video and just tell you guys about my breakup. But it was too raw at the time. It would have been embarrassing for me to come on YouTube and sit here talk about a breakup and just start crying. But then the thing that actually got me out of feeling sorry for myself, if you want to say that, and to stop feeling heartbroken and, like, you know, feeling like, oh, I really want to be with him, blah blah, is one morning I woke up after going on a hen do. So the hen do probably was, the hen do was the weekend me and Dean split up. So when I woke up the next morning, which was a Sunday morning, I remember this like it was yesterday. So I was a bit rough, a bit hungover, like, you know, and as you do, you always check your phone when you wake up. So I received a message from my sister Natalie, and she put on there, don't open Snapchat, don't look at Snapchat. And I was like, what's she on about? So obviously if you're going to get a text like that, you're going to look at Snapchat, aren't you? At this time, me and Dean still had each other on Snapchat, and this is, you can imagine what I've seen on Snapchat. So basically, as you know, his family kicked him out. And the video, there was loads of videos, loads of pictures on Snapchat early hours of the morning, and he was back at his parents and he invited some girls round and some lads round, and you probably know what was on there. I don't think I need to spell it out. The girl that was actually on Snapchat with him actually came out with us one of the times, and she seemed really nice. Obviously she wasn't that nice if she's going to do that. But yeah, that's what I'm sorry, I'm just messing with an alpha. That's what opened my eyes up to what a kind of person he actually is. He kind of showed like his true colours. Now, it did help me get over the breakup and the heartache and everything like that, but it also hurt me in a way because I thought I knew Dean. I thought I knew what kind of person he was. I thought he cared about me. I thought he loved me. Now, I'm sorry, if you've been with someone nearly 5 years, you can't do that the same weekend, like the weekend on the week that you've just broke up with someone after nearly 5 years. I couldn't do that. So that hit me hard, but it also helped me get over what had happened between me and Dean. There is a lot that happened between me and Dean, a lot of nasty things, but I don't really want to bring it up because it's in the past, and I am trying to move forward and stay happy and be positive and things like that. So you're probably thinking, like, you know, she seems a bit different. If you're not, that's fine. But when me and Dean was actually together, I never was my actual self because his family didn't like me. I always tried to be someone that I wasn't, to try and fit in with him and his family. So I always tried to be something that I wasn't, and that made me change the person I was on camera for YouTube in front of you guys. So it's like almost you guys don't actually know the real me. It's like you're starting to get to know me all over again, and it's like I'm trying to get to know me all over again. So it's a little bit scary, but it's really, really exciting as well. So to be honest, yes, I was with Dean for nearly 5 years. Regrets? I don't think anyone should ever have regrets. I think you should learn by the mistakes but never regret it. It was a big chunk of my life that, like, you know, nearly 5 years that I can't actually get back. One regret that I do have, I know I just said you can't have regrets, but one regret that I do have is actually celebrating my 21st whilst trying to hang on to something that wasn't there. I think that's the worst bit of it. But yeah, I feel a lot more, I feel more of me now. I feel really, really happy. Another happy thing that's come out of it is I'm actually seeing someone new. So I've been with this, as again, if you follow me on Snapchat, you probably would have seen loads of pictures of us. Well, not loads, but you probably would have seen like a few pictures of us that I've posted on Instagram. And yeah, very, very, it just was out of the blue. And I've got to say, I've never been this happy. Like, honestly, sometimes I'm just smiling like a Cheshire cat. Like, my smile is like, I can't even explain how big my smile is sometimes. We've been together now just over 2 months. So yeah, that's something new and exciting. I am really excited for what is going to come, like, you know, with him. I feel like the relationship I had with Dean has actually changed me as a person as well when it comes to relationships. Like, you know, I'm not going to be so naive and stress about things and worry about things. I feel since being with this new person, it's actually changed me as a person for the better. I'm actually more laid back, which I never used to be, like literally never used to be. And now I'm just like letting things, you know, go with the flow. And I'm never usually like that. So yeah, seeing someone new, and that's really, really good. And I'm really, really happy about that. I mean, you guys might have your opinions on that. You might think it's too soon. But to be honest, me and Dean wasn't me and Dean for a very long time, since December, I'd say. So when things kept happening, it was just like another thing on top of another thing on top of another thing, and it was just killing the feelings even more for one another. So yeah, that's basically it. That's the reason why I haven't actually been on YouTube, but I do want to make a comeback. I have missed you guys so much. Like, literally, I've been trying to get my room in order. I've been trying to work around my shifts, trying to get a video up, and it's just been so hard because I've been doing different shifts at work. I still work down in the doctor's surgery, but I've just missed sitting here doing makeup, but also just missed sitting here talking to you guys. Like, honestly, I have missed YouTube so much. I'm just really sorry that it's been so long, but hopefully you'll understand now, as you know, the reason why it's been so long. So yes, I think that's about it. I will be remaining on YouTube now. Obviously, I haven't actually got any uploading days where I'm going to be uploading, like, you know, whereas before it was Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Sunday, I think it was, when I used to upload. At the minute, it's just going to be here and there, but I will keep you updated, obviously, when a new video will be coming. But yeah, I haven't really, it's a bit hard at the moment to try and figure out when I'm going to be videoing and then uploading, videoing, editing and then uploading the tutorial, because as you know, it's like sometimes it can be 3 days worth of editing a video, so you know, it will make me very, very busy. And in that as well, I've got to do my singing, go to the gym, you know, I'm a gym goer now, woo, go to the gym, do my singing, go to work, and like try and maintain a healthy sociable life as well, as I didn't have that before. So yes, I will keep you updated when our next tutorial is coming up. Just let me know what you want to see in the comment section below. I know I've missed out on a lot of festival looks, but I'm sure there's still upcoming festivals. But just let me know what you want to see on my channel, and let me know if you have any questions on about like relationships or anything like that, or whatever you want. Just leave the comments in the section below and I'll make sure I'll get back to you. But yes, this has been fun. I've missed this so much and I've missed you guys so much. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you in my next tutorial. And yeah, thank you to all the subscribers that have still remained on my channel and been patient with me. And as always, I love you all so much, and hopefully I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye guys!